You are now ready to model the 3D printed insert which will hold the candle in place. To do this, we need to create a new sketch on the front plane. Let's normalize or press N on your keyboard into a 2D view. However, now we can't see the hole, so we're going to change the view to a translucent view so we can see through our work, and let's zoom in to make it easier. We'll start off by adding a vertical line on the right plane. So it should want to snap to this plane. So just here you can see that there's an orange dotted line, which means it's going to snap. This line becomes our axis line. Press Escape to finish sketching. So I drew the line just lower than the bottom of the hole. Press D on my keyboard to dimension between the bottom of the line and the bottom of the hole. Change that to be 0. Then, using L on your keyboard or pressing the line tool, we want to draw a horizontal line across, which has a dimension of 20.05. So I've just drawn a line. Let's change that to be 20.05. Slightly bigger than the hole. As I've written in the text, that's because the hole when we drill it is actually slightly bigger than 40 millimeters in diameter. Let's press L on the keyboard. Again, we're going to connect the end of this line and we're going to do a vertical line straight up. Again, we're going to press Escape and we're going to press the dimension key and we're going to dimension the top of this line to the top of our work, and we're going to change that one to be 0.25. Apologies, 0.25 millimeters. Then we're going to draw a straight line out across, and again we'll dimension this line now to be 3.75. Okay, so if we just double check that against the measurements here on the website, you will see 3.75. Now what we can do, okay, is zoom out, manipulate our work. We're going to go to the line tool again, and this time we're going to draw a line horizontal and a line vertical. Press the dimension key. We want the distance between this line and this line here to be 2 millimeters. That's the base of the candle holder. And then we want the distance from the top of this line to the top of our work to be 3. Now that all that's left to do is join our 2 points together. Now you can do this very simply. You could do it with a straight line, like so. Or you could use the arc tool, which is you click on one point and then you click on the second. So there's a concave arc, or we can have, if we click again, okay, sorry, this is a concave, we had a convex arc before, okay, and we could have a shape like so. If I press Escape, we could use the spline tool to bend a curvy line like so, or if I just undo each point, we could do a mixture, straight line, any shape that we wanted to. So let's say something like that. When it shades in color like this, this means that it will work, it will revolve. So let's accept our sketch now. Let's zoom out. I'm going to spin my work into 3D. And I'm going to change the view back to being shaded as we had before. I'm going to choose the revolve feature, pick my sketch, left click my axis. It spins my work around to give me my shape. So let's accept. So there is my first part, okay, and it's created it as a new part here. So I'm going to rename that and call this 3D printed holder middle. Lastly, I want to repeat this again, and which means I'm going to draw one here, and then again I will do another one here. In order to do that, sketch on the front plane, normalize, change to see-through, translucent. Start with a vertical line, draw a vertical line roughly in place, something like that. But this time what we need to do is dimension the line from this point to the center line here and change that to be 80, which would be the center of the hole. And the last thing then we need to do on this line now is change the distance between those 2 points there, as we did on this one, to be 0. Now you should continue modeling the drawing as we did last time. So with a straight line, 20.05, then a line up, and so on.